What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lady T, and it is almost backpacking season. So, I have a few things to pick up to add to my kit. So, I drove down to the Flagship, REI. Look at this place. So, we're going to go around and get what we need, return what we need to return, because if you don't know, REI gives you 1 year to return things if you feel like, they don't work for you. So I have a few things to return. And they also have a little coffee shop in here. Got me a little caramel latte, something, I don't know. So the first stop is, coffee. And then the second stop is going to be returning my items because I don't want to walk around with stuff I own already. Feeling kind of weird before I start shopping for my new stuff. So come along, y'all. It's about to be backpacking season. All right now. Okay, so shortly after I recorded that video, I was informed that I cannot record in the store. So I'd have to go through their marketing department and, have a whole conversation with them and set up everything with them in order to record in there. So what we're gonna do instead is just show you all the things that I bought and explain what I'm switching out in my current kit and why. So let's get started. Oh, I also, now that I'm home, I can be honest. I was gonna do a shopping in REI while black video. That was my original idea, but then I was like, no, let's not go there, but one thing I will say, as a black person that shops at REI, it is a different kind of feeling that you get when you're in there. I mean, the difference between being watched and being helped. People do walk around and you can call anybody at any time and ask them any questions and they'll help you. I mean, they have a smile on their face, but it's just always a certain kind of energy, you know what I mean? However, I do like on the REI because of their 1 year return policy, and that allows somebody like me who just got into backpacking in the last year an opportunity to purchase gear, use it, and see whether or not I like it. So one of the examples of something I returned was my mummy bag liner. I didn't really feel a use for it. I mean, it was there and I was using it because it was there, but I didn't really feel a difference in my sleeping bag. And plus, I didn't like having to climb in and out of it. There is no zipper along the side that I can just flap it open and climb out kind of thing. You really have to go in and out through the top. And I didn't really like that, so I did return that mummy bag liner. So in other things that I purchased and upgraded. First, this is my original, King Cat chair. Whoop, 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 whoop. I love this chair. However, in deciding that I am more of a camping backpacker, I look forward to the time spent at camp, I wanted a chair that I can lean back and rest on. And so through lots of research, and I've even sat on a few chairs and tried a few chairs, I went with the Helinox Chair Zero because I have seen so many reviews on this. This seems to be the hands down best, it's a no-brainer kind of purchase. Everybody named Mama, they use this Helinox chair. And it weighs 1 pound, 1.5 ounce. So not a big difference. Actually, if I'm honest, this Helinox feels a little bit lighter. Maybe it's in my head. They're kind of about the same, but this does feel slightly lighter. So that is purchase number 1. Purchase number 2. I have this lovely Ozark Trail mummy bag. It's synthetic. it's a great bag. It's very, like, it has lasted me years. I've actually had that thing for maybe 3 or 4 years now, and I use it all the time, in the house, out the house, wherever. It's great. I get the point of synthetic bags. However, it didn't really fit in my kit. Like, backpacking, when I put it inside my bag, it's just so big and bulky, as you heard me complain about in other videos. So we have went with the Big Agnes Fly Creek UL Zip Quilt. What a difference, man, in size, in packability. Like, holy freaking cheesecake. This thing is so light. I think it's something like 15 ounces, which there's 16. Wait, how many ounces in a pound? I don't know. We'll look. I think, yes, this bag is 15 ounces. So in comparison to that, ooh, it comes with a little storage bag. I didn't know that. And this compression sack. What a difference, man. This thing is so tiny. So tiny. So it's kind of like, why did I get something so tiny? And to be honest, this material feels a little flimsy, if you will. But when combining this with my down hammock, my Evolution 20 down hammock, this is a great layering option. And also in the summertime, when I take my Durston out, this is a great option for a summer bag. So in general, this is a great option to add an additional layer, warming layer, to my sleeping system that doesn't take up a lot of weight. There's a draft collar in here. Is there a string? Yes, with a string to make it tighter. Okay, nice draft collar. I can't believe this is so light. And I do appreciate that it has a zipper. So we go all the way down. The flip open foot box. So you can open it all the way as a blanket, or have it closed, close the foot box and zip it up like halfway. Like, I'm looking forward to using this for sure. Absolutely. And I mean, let's be honest, one of the deciding factors is it's purple. Yes, we love us some purple. And there's like a little baffle here at the bottom. I'm trying to see if there's a drawstring maybe. No. So if you want to close the foot box, you just flip it inside this little lip here. Oh, there's a little hanger tab. Okay. But you just flip this. I'm going to take this tag off eventually. There's the Big Agnes logo. I mean, it feels like it's going to be a great time, guys. So that is our second purchase. Woo. It feels, look, I just want it to feel good, so it feels good. It feels so good. All right, let's stuff this back inside of here. All right, that ain't take but a second. I love that. That's the joy of down. It is very, very compressible. Don't rip no holes in here now. I'll take tags off in a little while. Probably after this video when I stuff everything inside my bag and see how that fits. Okay, the last and final item that I have gotten to upgrade my cook system is a proper cooking kit. And the reason I got that is last year, wait a minute, pause for 1 second. Okay, I calculated this, wrote it all down, added it up just to see. And last year, I spent $266.40 on backpacking meals. I mean, I guess that's not bad, except for when you consider 50% of them, I didn't even finish the whole daggone meal. So half of that money is money wasted. There were like maybe 2 or 3 that I didn't really care for. They didn't taste that great. But what I learned is, it really is easier to take your food and cook it there, because I'm only doing one night, maybe 2. If I go camping like with some friends or something, I might do 2 nights. But in general, I'm only doing one night. I'm doing overnighters. So I can take the liberty of a few more pounds for some proper cooking gear. And then, much like the rest of my backpacking gear, I like to buy it and then I can just go out into a free space like the Appalachian Trail, and then I don't have to worry about spending any more money except for the gas to get there. But with this, I can take some food out my freezer, out my refrigerator, and cook that on the trail. You know what I mean? So it just gave me another opportunity to try something new in the backcountry, and that is actually cooking food. I've been following Chef Corso and the Hungry Hiker and a few other people that really cook online. They cook online. So I am going to, that's what I got. I upgraded my cooking system. So this was my old stove, which still works, the Odoland. Like the igniter doesn't work anymore. The piezo doesn't work anymore. I guess when I dropped it or when I knocked it over, it stopped working after that. So it still works. I just have to use a lighter to ignite it after I turn the flame on. And these are my old pots. Nothing wrong with these. These are great. I just wanted to upgrade my cooking. So what we got is I finally joined the Jetboil family. I bought a Jetboil and the Jetboil Summit skillet. So the Summit skillet is, we're gonna start with that. It's really cool. Let's see if I can rip this out the box real quick. Rip it out. Ooh, we get a nice little carrying bag. I love a good bag. Ooh, and we got a new sticker for the Bear Vault. Okay, and some instructions here. We got a new sticker for the Bear Vault. Okay, wait, we'll do that in a second. Don't get carried away. Okay, there's a carrying bag that comes with it. That is really nice. It feels really good too. Okay, and we have the old skillet here that also comes with a spatula. And let's see, I thought that you just had to flip it. Bam, you do. And then to get this out, first twist here to remove. Well, good thing there's instructions on there, huh? Comes with a little spatula. Doo-doo-doo. So you can, flip your steaks and whatnot. So that is cute. I mean, it's pretty, it feels pretty durable. Like I'm alright, I'm feeling that. So, squeeze. That is usually how these things work. And then how do you put this back? If you had to twist it to get it in, I imagine we're gonna twist it to put it back and stick it in. Aha! The Summit skillet. I'm excited about that. And to go with this Summit skillet, I went with Jetboil has 50,000 products in their line. Different types of Jetboil systems. So I went with the Minimo system because it gives me several things that I wanted to purchase all in one. And it has the ability to simmer your food, so you can control your flame. So when you're cooking on your pan, or you're cooking a soup or something that you want to just like simmer, it gives you that ability as well. So let's open this up. It also comes with, oh, there's my instruction booklet, which I will go through later. But we have our handles. This is another reason why I wanted this one, because they have actual handles. Other jet bowls have like a little piece of material type of handle, and I wanted some actual handles. The top, wait, let's start with the bottom, because that's the easiest part. This little cup is like a measuring cup. There's some measurements on the side here, and I think it also protects your base. So that protects your base. Now, I've only seen videos of this. I'm going strictly off of videos that I've watched, so if you see me looking at it crazy, forgive me. I'm kind of like, oh, that's what that is. But on the top, it has two spouts. It has the pouring or drinking spout, and then right here it has some little holes. I don't know if I can get that to what's it called? Oh, there you can see some holes that are kind of like a strainer. So if you like making some pasta or something, you can strain it out. And then inside the top, we have our canister stand. So I left my canisters over there, but you put this little, open this little stand up right here, and you can put your propane isobutane can on here, and it helps to create a more stable surface for said can. So this has a little space in here where you don't have to worry about losing that. That's beautiful. We have instructions. We have a, ooh, another sticker. Oh, that's two. Okay, we only need to use one. But anywho, and then this is a pan stand that once you put it on top of the stove here, which I'll show you in a second, you then put your pan on top of here, and it keeps the pan far enough away from the flames that it won't burn it. So that is in there. And then this is the, I love a bag. This is the actual stove. Dun, da, da, da. The Jetboil Minimo stove. This is the Turner, the Honor. I don't know what it's called, but this, and then it also has a piezo lighter right here. So, and then this connects to the flame there, but this regulator is the bee's knees. That's the thing that's like, you want to have one of those on your stove, because then you can control your flame. So the pot stand, let me see, is there a certain spot that it goes on, or do you just put it on in there? Of course, there are directions for this, which we will look at later. It says this side up. Oh, there is a lock and unlock. Okay, let's read the directions so we don't mess this up. But anywho, that's how that works. And then of course the pot itself, it has this neoprene sleeve on it. We're going to put this all away so we can unwrap it properly. But it has a neoprene sleeve on here, so that way when it's hot you can still touch the pot. Isn't that cool? And there are a few measurements on the inside here. So there is that. It says do not heat it empty, and light before attaching pot. So some directions that you need to remember while you're out there. I believe this sleeve may come off. It does. Oh, we're not gonna, oh no, it doesn't come off. No, it doesn't come off, but that's cool. you can touch the pot. All right, so that, ladies, oh, one last thing. Hold on. But wait, there's more. I completely forgot about my last upgrade, and that is a GPS watch. As I'm hiking, I found that I was absolutely tired of going to my phone and opening my phone and checking this app, going to my phone and opening my phone and checking this and checking that. Like it was an extra thing. And while I do currently have the Galaxy maybe 3 or 4 watch, like it's so old that the updates don't really update like that anymore, and the battery dies like every day. So thanks to Taylor, New Hampshire, you all know what I'm talking about. She pointed me to this company called Koros, and I was just blown away by their products. I mean, not because I'm very familiar with GPS watches and all that kind of stuff, or smartwatches outside of my Galaxy watch. It's just that I felt like the Garmin's were too advanced for my fitness level, to be quite honest. Like, I'm not running anywhere. I'm not doing marathons or triathlons or any of that stuff, and I feel like those watches are really geared for like the hardcore active people. I needed something that's going to help me know where I'm going and tell me what time it is. Basically, that's all I needed it for. So I needed a hiking specific watch. So the one that I found that was closest to that is the Koros Nomad. It doesn't have all those extra features that you would find in your typical active watch. They kind of bring it down to, I'm excited. The most craziest activity is they like have things for fishing, like it'll count your casts and that kind of thing, but I don't fish, so that's the only thing I probably won't use. But outside of that, it gives me time and it gives me directions, and it also tracks like my sleep and my heart rate and my steps and other details that are fun. But another cool thing for y'all is I will be able to eventually, once I figure out how to do it, show you all my routes that I take and all that stuff like on the screen, so I can run the stats from this through my camera software. So that is pretty cool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my 2026 gear overhaul. Like, I can't wait to get out here. I'm going to take pop tags, wash out, and then see how this stuff fits into my pack, and see how, you know, how much it weighs, and look forward to my next adventure. So I'm definitely going to go sleep outside within the next couple days, probably next week, because I have to go back to work. You know, you only get 2 days off a week, you know how that is. But definitely I'll probably go out next week. So see you all then. Thanks for watching.